It's the NFL on EA Sports, where London will play host to a different kind of football. It's the New England Patriots and the Jacksonville Jaguars, and it's all just ahead on Madden NFL 25.
Once again, we gotta get it.
Now from a stadium that's hosted NFL games since 2007, the International Series continues inside iconic Wembley Stadium, the capital city of London, England, hosting the NFL again. So good to have you with us. Mike Tirico, Greg Oates, we're getting set for kickoff in here. Partner, I'm really focused on the start of this game. Both teams emphasize what happens here right at the jump.
And that's why that so many of these teams spend so much time all week, Mike, on what they call their opening script. It's not just a series of plays that they like and they just kind of throw darts at the wall. It's how do you unmask the defense? How do you set up future plays and future possessions as the game unfolds? So much time and energy is spent on these first couple drives. I'm with you. I'm excited to see how do they come out, how aggressive, and where do they think the weaknesses of their opponent lie.
On the return, it's Parker Washington. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. Jacksonville comes out with a former #1 overall pick. Trevor Lawrence, their quarterback, 6'6", tall and talented. Greg, hard to believe already this season 4 for Lawrence after his days at Clemson.
The Clemson product, he entered the league a couple years ago, Mike, as one of the best quarterback prospects we've seen really in the last decade. And it's easy to see why. When you put on the tape, right, his physical skills, his arm strength, they jump out at you. But now, if he's ever going to reach that full potential, he has to start placing an emphasis on protecting the ball. Get rid of the bag. There's so much good in his game. Don't let it be overshadowed. That's been the biggest knock of his career. If he can change that, the sky is the limit.
Here's a 2nd and 6. Play action now. It's Lawrence. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. Gabe Davis, the intended receiver, and 3rd down coming up.
Timing and trust. Critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
Now a screen set up for Etienne. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. They'll pick up 23 on that one. 1st down, Jacksonville.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
Here's a designed run. And he'll get about 3 on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You could see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
They face 2nd down and 7. The tight end, Ingram, is on the move. 2nd down, Lawrence. He's got that to the rookie 1st-round pick, Brian Thomas. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line.
Every defense in the league, Mike, they stress the importance of defending the middle of the field. And in this case, that's just too much room to operate. They have to find a way to close and cloudy up those windows, make the quarterback throw the ball to the sidelines. When you allow him to operate in there, especially with that much space, you're going to make for a long day.
And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Davis going in motion. Lawrence now on 2nd down. That's caught. It's the former Bill, Gabe Davis. And he's in. Gabe Davis. Touchdown, Jaguars. Exactly the way they scripted this one. A beautiful opening drive, Greg. Able to find the end zone on the game's first possession.
And, Mike, the word that comes to mind looking at that drive is execution, and that's exactly what they talked about all week long. They wanted to come out early in this game and establish an early rhythm, and that's exactly what they did with that touchdown drive.
Cam Little comes on now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Jaguars will take a 7-0 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. To return, it's Antonio Gibson. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The Patriots have a rookie quarterback. It is Drake May. Long past the Tom Brady era, it is May who is now the guy in Foxborough. Out of North Carolina, Greg, the 3rd pick in this past year's draft.
There's no question, Mike. This guy, in terms of talent, is at the top of the list. I mean, that prototypical size with that live arm. He can attack the defense in so many different ways. However, I think it's really his ability to use his mind is what takes him to another level. For a young player to understand the importance of manipulating the defense with his eyes, and he's able to identify exactly where that coverage is vulnerable. He's far from a finished product, right? He's a young player learning this league. I'll tell you what, I am fired up to see his development firsthand today over these next couple hours. I think this is something we're going to continue to see today, Mike, as this game goes along. They're going to make the defense make a decision. Do you want to account for the running back, or do you want to account for the quarterback? In this case, they choose the running back, and the quarterback makes them pay by picking up the first down. They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. From out of the gun, here's May. He'll let this go deep for Gibson. That ball incomplete. Got the hands in there to break it up. Could have been a big gainer. Instead, it sets up a 3rd down.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and
pressure gets there, and down he goes.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
On 4th down, Bryce Baringer out to punt for New England. Parker Washington awaits for the Jaguars. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. the Jaguars offense. Ready now for their second drive. They lead 7-0 thanks to the touchdown on the opening drive, so try to double up here as they begin this drive 1st and 10. They'll give it to Etienne to start this drive. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
With how fast they were all over that play, you almost wonder, Mike, was there a pre-snap tell? Did they know that play was coming? Because I'll tell you, that defense was on it from the start.
2nd and 11. They go play action for Lawrence. He finds Thomas coming across the field. Inside the 10. And what an effort after the catch. He goes all the way. Throwing now is May. He'll find his man. That's Kendrick Bourne. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8. We'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Working out of the gun, it's May. The open man is Osborne. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself in your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
Has some room inside the 30. Strong running there. He brings this down inside the 25.
Big hole up the middle. The interior of this offensive line did a great job clearing some space. The back saw it quick and he hit it. And next thing you know, he was in the secondary for a big pickup.
An unbalanced look to the left here on 1st down. Here's May. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him. Trayvon Walker, the former 1st overall pick, in there for the sack.
And now we're seeing the game kind of go back and forth. Each team trading blows, trying to establish control over the other. Nice chunk play on the previous play. The defense responds back with a sack, and Going to see which team can establish a little bit more of this control as the game unfolds.
We are through one. It's the Jaguars on top. More from Wembley after this. It's the International Series on EA Sports. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. On play action, here's May. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a first down. That's his 2nd catch on the drive. This one is good for 20 yards.
It's just so impressive to see how good these guys are, especially the veterans, Mike. They've been out there a long time, a lot of experience. They know exactly where they are on the sideline.
And he will score. Demario Douglas. Touchdown, New England.
But you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their 2nd possession.
Joey Sly on now for the point after. He knocks it through. And the Pats are on the board. It's now 14-7. The touchdown. Here's Sly to kick it away. On the return, it's Tank Bigsby. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The Jags offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. On 1st and 10, Lawrence. Along the sideline, Kirk pulls it in. Here's a 2nd and 9. In the pistol, here's Lawrence. A pass complete to the tight end, Evan Ingram. And he's out of bounds, but they're going to spot this inside the 25. A big play for Jacksonville. And even 50 yards.
The quarterback's going to get all the credit for the passing yards here, but Mike, you know what makes a really good quarterback? Really good weapons on offense, and this is a great example here why. Not a real deep pass, albeit accurate and on time, but then after the catch is where a bulk of the gain came from, and we're seeing that become a big part of NFL offenses. Not everything has to be a bomb downfield. Big plays can come from short throws.
They get 14 yards and set up 1st and goal.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
They'll come up with nothing there. Fortunate just to get back to the line, and that'll set up 2nd and goal. Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. And some space opening up as he works it down to the 2.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
They'll try and run with Etienne. He slams it in there, and he is in. Travis Etienne. Touchdown, Jacksonville. So on 3rd and goal, they run it in. Sometimes, Greg, that's 4-down territory. They didn't need to do it on 4th down. Taking care of it on the 3rd down for the touchdown.
Yeah, and when you find yourself down here this close, Mike, you have to finish these drives off. I'm with you. I think he was going to give his back 2 shots there to punch it in, but he only needed 1.
Little on now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Jaguars will take a 21-7 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. On the return, here comes Gibson. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Patriots offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. They'll do so with 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Stevenson. Not much there, maybe a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Operating from the shotgun, it's May. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
Really nice job there by the defense defending the middle of the field. That is the most valuable real estate on the field. They know every single offense is trying to attack the defense between the hashes. So give credit. They took away all the throwing lanes, and that ball falls incomplete.
Airing one out for Bourne. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
And that's exactly how you teach it. They want these defenders to time the hit, that right when the ball gets there, you separate the receiver from the ball. And those are the ones on offense, man. You just have to make that catch, Mike. I know it's easier said than done, but you know the hit's coming. You've got to squeeze that thing, brace for impact, and make that play for your offense.
And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. There's Trevor Lawrence as he and the Jaguars get set for their next drive. He's had things all his way in the first half. Those numbers are sensational. He looks to add to them with another drive here. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Over the middle by Thomas. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
Nice play here by Thomas. And I think the biggest thing that he does, Mike, is his ability to get vertical, track the ball, and then go up and compete at the highest point. And I can tell you, when quarterbacks can throw that ball anywhere on the field and just feel like their guy is going to come down with it, They don't have to be necessarily as accurate. They don't have to necessarily always be perfect. The wide receiver allows a much larger margin for error, and it's a big reason why he led college football last year in touchdowns.
And nothing cooking on that one. He'll be met and tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings him down for a loss.
They'll run it once more with ETN. And he'll push his way ahead for a gain of 2. Jelani Tavai there on the tackle. Two minutes remain here in this first half. Greg and I back to London, England. After this, 3rd and long. The tight end, Ingram, is on the move. Lawrence from the gun here on 3rd down. Got a man. It's Thomas. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down. Punting unit comes on. Jaguars will kick it away. That's Marcus Jones back to return for the Patriots. And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. The Patriots offense ready for this next possession. They'll start out 1st down and 10. Throwing is May. Yeah! He's close to a 1st down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down. Throwing on 2nd down. May. Open man there. It is Bourne. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line.
And this is why most teams might decide to take the ball first after the halftime break, because they want to be able to control this middle 4. At the end of the first half, you can use your timeouts. You can use some strategy to steal an extra possession. If they're able now to go down and come away with points, they'll have a chance to double it up again right after the halftime break. I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
Here's May again. That'll be complete to Gibson. And he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. He's able to look it in and get forward for a pickup of about 8. Now a 3rd and 2. On 3rd and 2, it's May. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And he's going to have the 1st down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9. May to the air once more. This one complete to Bourne. And he's into the end zone. Hendrick Bourne. Touchdown, Patriots. A terrific play all the way around, finished off by the receiver, who not only made the grab, but Greg turned it up and takes it into the end zone.
And that's the tricky part, Mike, that transition from receiver to runner. And in this case, he does it flawlessly. Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then get upfield and get yourself in the end zone.
Sly now for the point after. It's up and through. And the Patriots draw closer here. It's 21-14. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. Bigsby to return it. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. The Jaguars offense going to get it one final time in this first half. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. Off-balance throw. It's complete. The Jags will use the first of their timeouts here. Clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Lawrence now on 2nd down. That caught by Davis. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Here's a 1st and 10. To throw is Lawrence. There's a short one taken by Ingram. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside. Spotted at the 35, this a 45-yard attempt. Little's kick is good. And the Jaguars going to extend their lead. It's now 24-14.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love.
Just 1 second remaining in this first half, and they will kick it away. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. To throw is May. Going for it all. He's got it! And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play.
All right, Mike, thanks very much, and welcome in everyone to our halftime report. The Jags were treated to a strong first half from their franchise quarterback, Trevor Lawrence. He came out of the gate smoking hot with 2 first-quarter touchdown passes to help steer his guys towards this halftime lead. Both of these offenses had their share of high points in that first half. Each team had some big moments, and it would seem this could turn out to be a game where the last score wins.
Coach, thank you. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to the kickoff of the second half. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Following the kickoff, we have an injured player on the field. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. They send him right out of the slot. Using the jet sweep for the fake, they run it up the middle. And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line.
Finding yourself down here, multiple scores in the second half. The defense is going to give you some friendly run looks, so don't be afraid to mix it in there. But if you're going to find yourself coming back from this deficit, you're going to have to do it primarily through the air with just a little bit of mix of the run.
May now on 1st and 10. He's going to tuck it and go. They hit another 17. Back-to-back plays of 17 yards. And another first down.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the first down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
To throw on first down is May. A dive and a catch. Incredible. The first-round pick looking right at home in this offense. It's a first down.
Doesn't it seem like that every time we see a highlight reel catch, they love showing the wide receivers and the running backs, but let's give a little love to the big tight end. I mean, what an athletic play. Understanding that ball was down and away, you've got to lay out to secure it, and not only is he able to get his hands under it and catch it initially, but he's able to survive the ground, and that's a big-time play.
He'll get 4 and down inside the 20-yard line. Here's 2nd and 6. Here comes the jet sweep. And that one shut down right away. Good pressure on the backside. The defense stops him for no gain. What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? Here's May. That's complete to Ramondre Stevenson out of the backfield. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down marker.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a 4th down decision to make.
Sly's pick is good. And the Patriots are able to get it back within a score.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
Joey Sly back out to kick this one away. Bigsby to return it. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Jaguars offense, and Trevor Lawrence set to take over once more. And he has been in control of this offense. Want to run you through some of the action from earlier on. You've got the 2 touchdown passes, over 200 passing yards. He has been excellent all game long. Three tight ends in the game to start the drive. Lawrence now to throw on first down. This one is caught by Kirk. Second and a yard. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. He'll let this one go. Deep for Thomas. And he's in. Brian Thomas. Touchdown Jaguars. That is second touchdown of the afternoon.
This is when you're very fortunate as an offensive play caller, Mike, that you not only have the speed on the outside, but you got the big arm behind center, because it doesn't get real fancy. If you can hold up in the protection, you're saying run as fast and as far as you can. I'm going to throw it as far as I can. And when you connect, it is a thing of beauty. And in this case, it results in a touchdown.
Here's Cam Little for the PAT. He's got it. And the Jaguars will extend this third quarter lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. On the return, here comes Gibson, and he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Patriots offense and Kendrick Bourne back on the field, and you see the numbers for him into this third quarter. They just pop off the screen. He has been open and electric throughout. They go three tight ends here on 1st and 10. Here's Stevenson. And that's not going to yield a whole lot. Up to about the 28-yard line. Second down and 8. Osborne, the man on the move. They show jet sweep and instead run it up the middle. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6. It sets up third down. A carry now for Gibson. And this is going to work out. He's got it. The first down at the 38-yard line.
Nothing real fancy about this call here, Mike, right? In this 3rd and short, just get the ball to your running back, make sure he has enough space to pick up the first down, and they're able to convert.
So, 1st and 10 here now at the 38. To throw now, May. He's got his big tight end, Henry. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
We've seen this quarterback have some effective plays with his legs all game today, Mike. He knows when to stay in there and look to pass, but he also knows when it's time to tuck it and go, and he's able to pick up good yardage there.
Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, it's May. That's to Osborne. He's got it. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5. A big play and a much-needed one as well. 35 yards. So these two teams take the long walk to the opposite end of the stadium. We've come to the end of the 3rd quarter. Back with more of the NFL International Series after this. Well, a chance to get right back in it here. 1st down and goal. And they'll run it here with Stevenson. Trying to fight his way into the end zone, but they will mark him short. Down at the 1. Come a little closer. Here's 2nd and goal. Now May. That's in the end zone and intercepted. That's the linebacker, Devin Lloyd.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
Here comes the Jacksonville offense now, heading back onto the field. And as we look back now, Greg, at how we got here, we got a ton of highlights of the offense so far. In particular, great passing.
Yeah, and if you want to score points in the NFL, Mike, there's no secret. You've got to do it primarily through the air, and with 3 touchdowns here so far, that's exactly what we've seen. It's been deep balls. It's been intermediate shots. It's been good run after catch. This has really been high-level offense on display right from the jump.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. The drive begins with a carry from Etienne. And he's going to be taken down at the 17-yard line.
2-possession lead, 4th quarter. This is the time, Mike, when you really can rely heavily on your run game. Everybody in the stadium knows you're going to run it, including the defense. They just can't come up with an answer to stopping it.
Here's the first carry for Tank Bigsby. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down. Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a 1st down. They go play action for Lawrence. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
And up until this point, this has been an incredibly efficient game from this quarterback. I mean, it's hard to think. Here we are in the 2nd half, and that's only his 2nd incomplete pass. So finally, the defense is able to do something to disrupt his timing and finally try to get him out of this groove.
And he'll only manage to pick up 3 yards, and that leads to 3rd down. Back to throw. Lawrence. And they get to him and finally bring him down. It will go down as a sack.
All these stops are great. You're trying to cut back into this deficit, find your way back into this game. But the defense can make as many stops as they want, Mike. This game's going to come down to what does their offense do when they take the field.
Jaguars ready to punt this one away as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a 4th quarter lead. And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. So now the New England offense getting ready for their next possession. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Operating from the shotgun, it's May. Hauled in by the tight end, Henry. And he's got it to the 35-yard line.
It's been tough sledding for this offense all day today, Mike, but especially here in the second half. So they are just in desperate need of a spark. Just something to get their offense into a little bit of a rhythm if they want to have any chance to find themselves back into this game here late.
This one. Downfield, looking for Henry. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender. And you're just saying box him out and go up for an offensive rebound and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot.
And nice work there after the catch. He's a little short of the 1st down after a gain of 7.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up 3rd down.
They come to the line for this one. 3rd down, needing 3. He finds a man. That's Osborne. He's going to have the 1st down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
Critical 3rd down conversion there, Mike. Now brings up a fresh set of downs. You find yourself here trailing in the 4th quarter. They got to go down and score, and they got to score fast.
They've got all 3 timeouts left, but need to score quick. It's 1st and 10. Short pass taken in by the tight end. Here's 2nd down. They'll drop to throw. Open man there. It is Bourne. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down.
And these are the throws that when they evaluate young quarterbacks coming out of college, they want to see you be able to make. Everyone worries about how far you can throw the ball, and while that's certainly important, to be able to make the throws from sideline to sideline, especially in those intermediate zones, drive the ball through space, because in this league, an open window is going to close in a hurry. What they teach these backs is when you catch a check down, immediately try to get vertical. Try to put a hole in the defense coming to rally tackle. So give credit to the defense here. They strung this out and made him go sideways, and they forced him to go so far sideways, he went out of bounds.
To throw again is May. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Gonna need a big play now. 3rd down and long. May to throw again. He'll find his tight end. That's Henry. Now the Patriots going to use their first timeout. Yard line. It's 1st and 10. Here's May again. He'll try to set up the screen to Stevenson.
You see so many teams wait till 3rd down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on 1st down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screen play still in the back of their head.
It is 2nd and a yard. May to the air once more. The pressure, too much, and he goes down. New England going to take their 2nd timeout to stop it here with 1:07 on the clock. Trying to keep this drive moving, but it's 3rd and 8. From out of the gun, here's May. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
I like the idea of taking your shot there on 3rd down, pushing the ball downfield, looking for the touchdown. But now as it brings up 4th down, you're already this close. You're in field goal range, but do you keep that offense on the field and try to maintain possession?
And this is going to be a touchdown. Hold everything. They are not done yet.
Well, that was step 1. The offense did their job, get this thing back within 1 possession. So they're still alive, but now they've got to find a way to get a little bit of luck and find a way to get the ball back, and it's not going to be easy.
A 1-score game late. You figure they got to have this one as they'll try an onside kick.
With the rule changes on kickoff, Mike, it's just so hard to really expect to recover an onside kick nowadays. There's a lot of people pushing for kind of a radical change to this. Hey, can we make it 4th and 15? Offense gets the go. If they convert it, they keep the ball. I'm not sure that ever happens, but we can see here an onside kick, not much of a chance.
So now, out comes the offense, led by their quarterback as they take over once again. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. The defense still with all 3 timeouts at their disposal as the quarterback's down to an E. So now it's 2nd and 11. They'll take a knee as the clock runs under a minute to play. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. So long from London.